Today I want to address the question that a lot of people ask, and that is, when are we old enough to start being concerned about and doing some planning for long-term care costs? Let me tell you, the first thing is that it's definitely something that you need to do. Long-term care costs are the single biggest threat to your ability to leave an inheritance for your loved ones. Now, let me tell you some distinct advantages to starting that process early. First, if your means of dealing with it is long-term care insurance, you're going to find these two things to be true. Number one, it's a lot less expensive if you buy it early. I'll explain why in just a second. And number two, you're less likely to have the health concerns that would cause you to either be denied or rated up. Now, simple explanation for why it's much less expensive to get it early on. Average age of first claim on a policy is age 80. If you buy that policy at age 60, the insurance company has 20 years to collect the premiums they'll need to pay out claims. If you buy it at age 70, they have 10 years. At age 75, they only have 5. So if you have 20 years to collect the premiums, they're going to cost half as much as if they only had 10 years to collect the premiums. It's a big difference. In terms of asset preservation planning that we can do for you legally, it's the same thing. If you do the planning in advance, first of all, there's really no downside to that. And second, I wish we could predict when we might have a need for long-term care. We have that 5-year look-back period for Medicaid, 3 years for VA, and that we only knew that we were going to need care 3 or 5 years in advance. The fact is we don't. So the smartest approach is to take that concern out of play. Don't be somebody who doesn't have enough time to protect their life savings. Do it in your 60s. That's really the time to get this done. Thanks.